Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set, 280. 50 extra mic. No chance. Chin, 10. Hey. I got him. That's me.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready. 260. Mike's 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 36. White. 6. Hey. Motion. Big 20.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Monday. Hey, switch gears.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Check, 180. Check. Here we go. Big 20.
Now it's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
44 is the mic.
They'll get this out wide to Allison. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready. 250. Check. 53. Ready. Shift. Moving ahead.
From the 38, Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
22.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Easy. Alert. SOS. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On 2nd and 1, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
40 got. Sponge. No. Hey, you got motion man. 32. Motion man right there. All right, here we go. 58 is Mike.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And here now is the Jaguars' all-time leading scorer in another uniform. He had over 1,000 points for the Jags, Josh Scobie. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. 53, Mike. It's going to be a long day. Mike.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
General West. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defense, let's go. Hey, Stu. Hey, watch the ship. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard
The
line.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rocket, 6-6, bullet high. Hey, exit. Hit it.
On 2nd down, Minshew got his man. It's Eifert. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Go.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Ready,
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
61, matchbox lights. Look at me. Door. Smoke.
On 4th down, Minshew. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Easy. And middle. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Easy, alert. Ready,
From the 44, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, check 20. Bravo. 51's the mark. 51's the mark.
Minshew sets to throw, eluding the pressure right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Slam.
You're out. Go. Now.
Minshew throwing on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
44.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You. Chance. Hey, watch the edge.
Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
50.
Check 25. Foco's the mic.
Hey. White.
44. Mike, 44.
Here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, 25. Shoot.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Set. Ken Lobo. Hey, Sam on.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
That one complete. He finds Shark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Check, 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 check. Ready, ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
90 Wolf.
51. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Let go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
And on third down, a nickel
60 out
formation
ball.
here defensively.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 13.
Hard, hard. Buzz, buzz. Hey, 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 hey.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come. Safe, safe, safe.
Head on.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
49, check 49, check. Hey, alert.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll run it with Johnson.
Let's go. Come on, run to the ball.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, tight.
On third down, Stafford. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Undercrush.
Zero.
Undercrush. Hey.
59.
Hurry up, get set. Foes to Mike. Mike's supposed to.
Johnson running right.
Let him know.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Monday.
44's to Mike.
On first down, Stafford here. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing is Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run with Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Check 3.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Squeeze.
Watch out.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Today you are. Not today. Hey, 25's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
25's the mic.
5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 28-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Double right. All right, boys, here we go.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check three.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
At the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
In your face.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Kill.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Got a man. That's Allison.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
44.
Omaha, ready to move. 44.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You're trash.
Like 7.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Come on, D.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford.
What we got?
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Blue draw Corkers.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game.
Don't be scared of it.
6.
Hey.
Stay 50. 44 is Mike. Check.
To Johnson again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Check 9, check 9.
Now.
I got you.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Go.
You don't know no better.
Hey, orbit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I can't believe they let you.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
65. Check your hot read. Watch that.
Hit it.
On 4th down, Minshew. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Set. Lady. Go 58's the mic. Watch twist.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Set. Blue 60. 58's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.